it's a bit of a shitty winter's day, so I was sulking. I was meant to be at my shed doing some roofing, but the rain had other ideas, so it would be time to now do my exhaust. So I've dropped in down here at Advanced Headers, where I usually pop in to get all my exhaust parts, and I've got a couple of flanges and some 2.5-inch pipe, and I'm going to get stuck into the F truck. It's about 4 o'clock, and I'm going to run out of daylight. It's the worst time to start this project, but I've got a little bit of motivation, so bugger it, I'm going to go home and start tearing off the old standard headers and get rid of that fluffy muffler box which is blown out this week. So perfect timing. Let's roll. Alrighty, we may have noticed the canopy. As I may have said in the first video, this canopy comes with the truck as part of the deal. It's pretty handy. It's not going to stay on there, but it's handy if I ever need it. At the moment, I've just got it on there because I picked up on the weekend. And inside, we've got some parts that come with it as well. So the back of the canopy, tailgate here, the original XLT stainless trim, which is actually pretty good shape. One of the other tailgate trims, and the original guard. So that guard is actually not too bad. I'm going to pull that crease out of it and try and save what I can of the original paint. Bang it back on the car, and then she's going to look good. Now around the front here, this thing is running the standard manifold, like cast iron manifold, and I think it's got original muffler boxes on it. It's all have fluffy, blowing the arse out of those things up during the week. Probably just driving it in a rev range that it's never been in before, but yeah, sounding terrible. It's got a V8 rumble hidden in there somewhere, and I want to get it out because it's killing me. So I've got some nice mufflers, some secondhand stainless steel mufflers from my mate Dave Lee, from Dave Lee Race Engines, and I've just been down to obviously get the parts from Advance. Hopefully at least I can get it torn down. I don't think I'm going to get too far tonight, but I'll show you what this muffler sounds like. It's terrible. Stock manifold is gonorrhea. Yeah, she would have been chuffing out here, blown out there. Give the back the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, she had some blow by happening. So what I've picked up from Advance is some 2.5-inch pipe. I didn't get a great deal because I didn't actually have much. I've got some mandrel bends. These are just some offcuts. They had leftovers. I usually try and get the scraps because it keeps the cost down. And what I'm doing over here with the extractors is, it looks like the pipe steps down to like a 2-inch. So I'm cutting that short, and I'm going to put the flange on up where it's like 2.5, so I can make the most of the collectors being 2.5 straight through that system. So that's what I'm about to get stuck into now. Now I'm going to say these aren't the best flowing headers in the world. Jagged edges sticking out, I don't know if you can see that, but they're just cheapies. Now I'm not sure what these even came off of. I'm going to say they probably come off of a Falcon, but they're obviously for a Cleveland. I'm just going to do my best to make them fit because, yeah, I don't have room in my budget to be spending on brand new parts for this thing. So, yeah, a little bit of cut and shut is probably what it's going to need, but I hope not. chopped them up. The exhaust exit pretty much went straight into the trans crossmember, like direct hit. So I have to lift that up by a couple inches. So I had to shorten it up anyway. And I've smacked a few little spots in here just for a bit of clearance. It's not actually too bad. I've only had to sort of go in maybe sort of 5 mil. So I'll start with less and add some more if we need. All right, I'm calling it a night tonight. I've got the driver's side done. I've finished smacking it around. It all seems to be clearing by plenty now. I've got the flange for the bottom welded on, and I've got the whole lot shortened up. So this used to hang down around here, which ran straight into the wrong spot. So now I've shortened it up. It all sort of come in pretty nice actually. So pretty happy with that. That's painted up, ready to go. Tomorrow after work, I'll get onto the other side, and that has nothing obstructing it except for obviously the crossmember. So I have to shorten that bottom side up. Aside from that, I think the other side will be pretty easy. And yeah, once I got that on, I'll give it a fire up, because as you do, and then yeah, continue on with the rest of the exhaust. Well, I've already done the other side. I've been playing around all morning trying to do some editing on my phone, so I couldn't do any recording. But this side I've already done. It was a piece of piss in comparison. It slips in super, super easy. So I'm going to go ahead and throw those in the car now with new exhaust gaskets. I don't have new studs to bolt these on, but I will replace those down the track. So my plan for today is just try and get these in the car, all bolted up, fire it up, make sure everything still runs sweet, because I've had all the leads off and I've disconnected some of the gas and stuff. So I'll go over that, make sure that's all sweet. And then if it is, I'll see how I'm feeling. I might continue on with the exhaust. Alright, it's popped in way easier now that I know what I'm doing. All I gotta do is lift the engine up like a couple, well, not even, a bit over an inch, and they slip straight in now. So now they're set. The other side I've already got in. They popped in perfectly. There's nothing on this side, so they're all in and bolted up. Gaskets on. I'm just going to tighten this side up, and then I'll start getting stuck into the pipe. Oh, that should be it. Button back up, ready for the fire up. The jack was under the harmonic balancer. Wiring, has to be wiring. I hadn't actually connected the gas line back up to the mixer. like a V8 now, and it hasn't got a leaking manifold noise, so that's good. Now I'm letting the truck warm up because I'm running in the flame-proof paint that goes on the headers, which requires like a 10-minute, then 20-minute cool down, then another 20-minute run, and then a 20-minute cool down, and then a 30-minute run, all this sort of stuff. But if it helps the paint bond and last, then I'll do it, because it definitely didn't last on the VG. I've already welded a flange on the end onto the collector, and I've set this bit of pipe. I only have 2 meters of pipe, so I've split that to 1 meter each side, and I've just tacked it on so I can get it all level. And now I've already marked the muffler. I'll weld that on and then give it a coat of paint, and then one side's ready to bolt up. I'll replicate the other side, and then when I get a bit more pipe, I'll extend it out the back or out the sides or something like that. But for now, this will get me motoring. The F100 is doing its second run in on the exhaust paint, and I've just given the one side a coat, and I think it's come up alright. There's nothing wrong with using second-hand parts. This whole exhaust is probably going to end up costing me next to nothing. I just got to replicate this for the other side. I've got to sort out some exhaust hangers and some tailpipe, but this will get me motoring for now anyways. Alright, extractors and exhaust are done. I've done a few 100 Ks in this thing now, and I am pretty happy. It's not overly loud. It's probably maybe a little quieter than I wanted, but I'm actually pretty happy because out in the open road doing 110, you can't even hear it in the cab, which is a bonus. You can hear the rumble now, and it's obviously much more free revving. So I think I'll definitely need to tune the gas now. Aside from that, it's good to go. I'm really happy with how the headers have come up. I'm not sure if you can see that down there, but even after a few 100 Ks, doing the running procedure on that paint worked a treat, because that still looks like new. So stoked with that. This video was going to have a few more upgrades, but I ran out of time and I wanted to get this video out for you guys this weekend. But don't worry, there'll be plenty more upgrades coming for the F100. For now, that'll do. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, check out my new merch, jump onto the online store, leave me a comment, give me some feedback. I'll see you all next time. Cheers, guys.